Hey everyone, it's been a minute. I just wanted to give another review on a place that we just recently visited. It's called Dogwood Canyon and it's in Lampe, Missouri. I could be saying that wrong. It's about 40 minutes outside Branson toward the Arkansas state line. I will include the link to the place. So, first of all, it was my boyfriend and I and our two dogs, and it ended up being $20 a person for one ticket per person. I think the trail, it's a paved trail, and I believe it's a circle. It's like a loop. I'm sorry. So, you can turn around wherever on there. You can do the whole thing. I think it's like 3 something miles to do the whole thing. You can ride a shuttle type transportation thing. I'm sure that costs a little bit more, and I don't know how much exactly. You do have to order those tickets previously, prior to coming to Dogwood Canyon. So, there's horseback riding. You can bring bicycles. You can ride bikes on the trails. You can bring your dogs to walk the trails. The dogs cannot go into the like Souvenir Shop or the other side, which has like artifacts to go look at. And so Dogwood Canyon, I don't know the history on it, but it's Ozark area, so gorgeous. Lots of hills and curves to get there, so if you're a little car sick to that stuff, you might take precaution. It's gorgeous. They have a treehouse that was featured on Treehouse Masters. Right now the inside of the treehouse is not open due to COVID, but you can climb up there and peek in the windows. And there's a bridge that goes across into the souvenir shop. The other side, so it's kind of split into the little shopping part. So there's a souvenir shop. When you're walking toward it from the parking lot, there's a souvenir shop on the right, and on the left is a restaurant, and you can go, you go inside, and to the left is the bathrooms, to the right is the restaurant, and you can sit outside or inside, and there's a bar. Or you go straight, and there's all these like artifacts to look at, and you keep going and you go to the right and you push on the door, and it's a heavy door and it will slam shut. So you go out to the bridge, and when you look up, oh my gosh, there's a gorgeous waterfall. Gorgeous. And it's Missouri, so granted, it's not like Hawaii or anything like that. So it's a waterfall in the woods. It's just gorgeous. I don't know how else to explain it. So anyways, we took the dogs on the trail, and it was really hot. So probably shouldn't have done that. They did okay. They did all right. They don't get much exercise, so I think that got to them more than the heat. Lots of little water areas to, like, it was so hot out, I just kind of waded kind of through some of these areas, and it felt good because it was cold water. There are guided, I think they're self-guided, maybe, fishing tours, and so there's signs everywhere that, not everywhere, but posted at certain spots saying fishing from here out, that kind of thing, so you can't, like, go to certain points, but we did come across an area that had a lot of trout, so that was kind of cool to see, rainbow trout at that. So they had the little colors on them. So that was really cute. My dog actually fell in the water and I was scared to death. He's just a little guy. Squincy. Squincy. So, yeah. So he fell like in the water. So, yeah, be real careful with that. Yeah. So we walked till we thought the dogs were pretty tired. And we did come upon this area, and of course we had to like pick up after the dogs because they did need to use the bathroom. So we ended up having to use part of our map to do that. But they had an area. They're all marked with signs on what the areas are called. We did not do the whole thing, unfortunately, because it was too long. But they had an area a little further into it that had like a bathroom area and a shelter house, and where you could buy food and drinks. And I overheard someone saying that it was a little pricey, so be aware of that. So we turned around right there and we decided to walk back, or not decided, but we walked back. And before that part, so as we were coming up, so they have a chapel, and as we were walking up to go past the chapel, because the trail goes past the chapel, and this is on a Saturday, there was a wedding that had just gotten out. So we kind of got to see the wedding party, and so I looked it up online, and I guess the wedding party and the guests get to come in on the little shuttle that they have, and the bride and groom come in however they want. And I think I looked up the price, and I want to say it was over $1,000. I don't remember. But my dog's snoring. But the shuttle brings them in, because this is a bit of a walk, obviously. So the shuttle brings them in, and so we saw the wedding party, and they were done. They were like taking a couple pictures, and the bridal party was getting on the shuttle to leave the chapel. So anyways, we get to the little area that's got the shelter house and the snacks, and we turn around and we walk back, and we pass the chapel again, or we were coming up to the chapel, and I'm like, there's nobody there. I want to see what it looks like inside. So it's open for people to look at. So it's a cute little wooden chapel. It's got a bathroom building next to it, and you walk in, and it's little. Mind you, it's super cute. Little and like wooden. It's like a cabin type church chapel. It's got your wooden seats, and it's got a piano, and it is air conditioned, but there's back doors to the church that are open, and it comes out to a porch, a big porch, and behind the big porch down is a really nice patio for like a reception or whatever. And behind that is a waterfall. Yes. So you could get married with the back doors open, the waterfall behind you, and your guests in front of you. Well, you know what I mean. Oh my gosh. So I told my boyfriend, I was like, this is number 2 on my list. So yeah. So yeah, if he ever proposes, I'm definitely going to consider that place, because oh my gosh, perfect. I mean, it's away from the city, waterfall in the background. What? Yeah. So yes, so Dogwood Canyon, we're definitely gonna go back, probably without the dogs, because it was a little much for them, or cooler weather, at least, if we were to bring them. So, yeah. Highly recommend going if you get a chance. It's about 3.5 hours from Kansas City. 40 minutes from Branson, like I said. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I don't know if I can figure out a way to attach my pictures to this, but I will try. But I will add the link. So that's my review on that. Thanks.